There's Norfolk Southern. It's hard to say Norfolk without sounding like a hick. Norfolk. If you say Norfolk, Norfolk, or Norfolk, either way, you sound like a redneck. I'm just saying. Hello and welcome to Prestige Worldwide. Today's video will be a tour of the Virginia Museum of Transportation here in Roanoke, Virginia. Okay, here we are at the Virginia Transportation Museum. There's the train. All right, so we've got like another city layout here. A little fire ladder truck. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. That's funny. The name for this law firm, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, bankruptcy attorneys. That's hilarious. So they got like a little shed roof pavilion type deal over here. I guess these are awaiting restoration here. Probably got to get a bunch of angle grinders out, scrape a bunch of lead paint off. Or maybe they're just gonna let them sit here and rust. Who knows? Total jalopies. Oh look, Doug was here. Some more jalopies. All right, let's get down to the nice stuff. Let's see how the nicely restored trains and rail cars look. So there's Norfolk Southern. It's hard to say Norfolk without sounding like a hick. Norfolk. If you say Norfolk, Norfolk, or Norfolk, either way, you sound like a redneck. I'm just saying. Total redneck central. You know what? And I'm essentially one of them. As much as I want to make fun of them, we're all just hillbillies out here doing our thing with our railroads and our mountains and our nice clean air and all this stuff. Look at these wheels. Oh my goodness. Those are massive, massive wheels. What the hell is that? Those are like 6 foot tall wheels. This must be a steam. I tell you what, I'm gonna go to see what the cylinder, stroke, and bore, 27 inches by 32. So bore, 27 inches in diameter, 32 inches on the piston stroke. 300 pounds per square inch. That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure. You run the nail gun at about 100, 125. This is 300. That's crazy. 35 tons of coal. So I guess you measure your mileage, miles per ton of coal or something. 22,000 gallons of water. So if a gallon of water weighs 7 pounds, that's 150,000 pounds of water. That is amazing. That's a jalopy right there. I guess this is electric powered. Those things extend up and go to an electric line. Boxley Quarries. That's a big company here in the Roanoke area. Boxley, they basically they got more money than Davy Crockett, as Forrest Gump would say. Look at that school bus. Huh. That's a wooden body on this thing. That's straight up wood. It's probably lead paint too. Look at that seating arrangement. Wooden ceiling. Dodge Brothers. Southern. All right, here's the automotive section. We've got some 100-year-old cars, 1917 Bush Piedmont, 1923 Piedmont. I know absolutely nothing about a Piedmont. Looks like a Model T to me. REO Speedwagon, is that what this thing means? REO Speedwagon? REO, Red Motor Car Company, Lansing, Michigan, USA. I guess they have like steam in there, and that's like a pressure valve. If it overheats, it'll just spray water and stuff. 1928 Willys Overland Whippet. That color is awesome. Graham Special 6. So I guess maybe it's an inline 6 motor. Let's see. 4-door sedan, inline 6. I think they misspelled it. They wrote incline, but it's inline 6. Model B Ford pickup. Got a midnight blue paint job on it. That looks sharp. Yo, there's the Model T. All right. This thing, yeah, top speed 40 to 45 miles an hour. That's probably downhill too. But if you got to go up a hill, you're probably going at about maybe 15 or 20. 1927 Model T Roadster. Nice baby blue color. I wonder if these things run. It does smell a lot like old motor oil and gas in here. So these things might actually run. They might fire these things up once in a while. Ford Deluxe V8. Here we have a convertible, a Lincoln convertible. Nice leather bench seats. I don't know what this thing is supposed to do. It does look kind of cool, aerodynamic. This is like space age, like the Mercury program, NASA, and everything wanted to sort of look like a spaceship. This thing's huge. This thing probably weighs more than my truck. 1949 Packard Super 8. This would be like your kind of your mobster kind of car. That's a very roomy back seat, and then they get that little jump seat there too. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I wonder what the gas mileage is on this thing. It's probably like 4. This thing looks bigger in person, I'm sure, than it does on camera. This thing's huge. That is massive. Okay, now this one's cool. That's supposed to look like some sort of jet engine in there. Studebaker Land Cruiser, inline 6, 102 horsepower. Another Studebaker. So, got the whole Studebaker section. 1955 Studebaker Speedster. Look at that color combo. You got your school bus yellow and your really terrible green with chrome. You got like a bronze S for Studebaker. That's cool. And we got a 1962 Studebaker Taxi. That's like your go-go speed racer. It's like your speed racer kind of car right there. This front end, it's like 12 feet from there to there. And look at that spoiler. That's really something. (1970) Charger. This thing's a nice shape. That's about 7 feet wide right there. It's ridiculous. And we got an old truck up here. I guess they do some mechanic work here, or maybe it's mainly for display. That looks more for display than actual usage.